I've made one tool. This one is called city weather. Basically, it's going to get current weather of a city. You must use the given tool to get the value of the current weather. And I provided a tool. Don't forget to give us likes, leave your comments, share us to your friends, and also subscribe to our channels. We have YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Facebook. Alright, one last item to go through is the tool use of function calling. This is an advanced feature. You need to define your tool before your AI can use it. And this is a way you come to the Tools tab to define a tools or function that you want to use. For my understanding, if you want your AI to use some tools, maybe call some APIs or do some calculations, come to this Tools tab. I need to learn a little bit more about functions, but somehow my understanding is this tab is for defining functions to work on to process the output of the AI, output of the model. But I'm not 100% sure about that. But for now, let's focus on this tool use. It's a concept that is related to what we discussed at the function calling leaderboard. So sometimes tool use and function callings are used interchangeably. So based on the context, you will get a sense of what this actually is, right? All right. A quick template. To get to a quick template of how to use this guy is to click the plus button. You will define the name and it will auto-generate your the ID for this function. And this is a template. But bare minimum, you will need to import something. By the way, this is in Python. You will need to import some code, some libraries in order to use it. And you define a class of tools where inside you define a function that you want the model to call to execute a function. This is a rather complex thing. I'm not going to show you there. So I'm not going to go into detail of this. I'm just going to show you a very simple one because I just want to test whether this feature of adding function will work or not. So I've made one tool. This one is called city weather. Basically, it's going to get current weather of a city. Well, this is the name, this is the ID, and this is the description. Actually, it's not going to get the current weather, because if you take a look at my function here, if you take a look at my code of this thing, it has one function called get current weather, where the necessary or the required argument is a city, it's a string. But whatever you give it, I will just return that the weather is nice. So if the model replies with the weather of what city is nice, then the tool is going to be called, the tool was called correctly. So I just want to test this capability. And if you know that this function is called properly, then you can fill in the detail later. But for now, I'm just going to do it as a minimally required things to do. All right, in order to use the tools, you will come to the model tab. And then you are going to create a model. Let's click that. So when you create a model, you will give it a name and perhaps modify the model ID as you wish. You will then select the base model that you want this modeled. Well, you set a base model so that the model will be based on that. Well, and then you give it a description. This is just for people to understand what this model is. You can give it a system prompt. System prompt is important, right? You can prime the model to act in a certain way, like a friendly or being a senior HR or a senior writer, or ask a model to be a pirate. You can do many things with that. And if you do this right, at the end, you will see tools. These tools will be equipped, or at least the model will know that it has this tool at its disposal, right? You need to select the tool that you want the model to use. And you can also attach documents that this tool needs to use as well. So the model will actually have RAG tools associated with it, right? As the one I tried, here we go. This is my city weather model. I need to pick GPT-4o because I want a model that has good function calling capability, and GPT-4o is one of them. It's not the best, as you saw earlier. Where is it? It's not the top one as the GPT, but it could be good enough. I can't find it here again. Here, it's rank 12, but it's not that bad. So let's try with GPT-4o first. And this is my system prompt. You are a helpful assistant in getting information about current weather in a given city. You only do this task, and you refuse to do everything else. If you must refuse, you do it politely. You must use the given tool to get the value of the current weather. And I provided a tool. Other things, so give it a tag as well if you wish. I don't provide it with any other documents because it's not relevant to this task. And then when you're happy configuring everything, you can also configure the image, the logo as well. But if you're happy, you can click Save and Update. All right? And where is this model available? Well, it will be to be available to users. You need to also whitelisting it right here. Using this page to whitelist the model, I've done that, and the city weather is there. So let's try. Here, I am back at my user interface. I want to use the city weather. And so right now I started a chat. My city weather tool is not enabled. So let's say weather of San Francisco. Hopefully, so somehow it's doing all the search again. That doesn't make any sense. This can be a bug, but okay. As you have seen, I tried the model, but I did not enable the tool just yet, even though I picked this model. So let me pick the model, the right model again, but now I also enable the city tool. So I would say the same thing. Weather of San Francisco. What is it going to do? Okay, the weather in San Francisco is generally nice. This is not right. So the function calling doesn't work. Okay, just to remind you, if the function calling is correct, this tool will say only weather of the city is nice. So somehow it doesn't do it correctly. It's not surprising. GPT-4o might not be the right model to do function calling consistently or stably. So let me try it again. Weather of Bangkok is generally nice. See, somehow it's really weird. This is not the first time that I saw this behavior. So in order to test again, I am back at the admin panel, where I will try my tool. City weather of Bangkok. Now it's correct. I don't know what is happening, but for the admin page, when the tool is enabled, then when the tool is enabled, the model behaved correctly. So I am back at the test user page again. I hypothesize that there's a glitch there because it's still doing this thing. So just to be clear, I can try to log out. Okay, log in again. user.email@gmail.com. Okay, I'm back in. Let me try. Pick the city weather modeled. Enable this. Weather of Bangkok. You think it can do that? Here we go. It looks okay. What about the weather of San Francisco? It should be nice. Okay, right now seems like the tool is it's being run properly. When there's a glitch, I think that was a glitch. I just need to sign out and sign back in again, and now the user can use a model with the tool appropriately, right? Yeah, it seems to me that the tool function calling or tool use is still glitchy. Not sure if it's because the configuration. I don't think the configuration is improper because it was triggered as it should be when it was correctly triggered. I guess my hypothesis is that this is because the model that we use is not strong in terms of function calling, because we were just using GPT-4.